Let's see. Obadiah, the briefest book in the Hebrew Bible, is located between two eighth-day prophets, Amos and Micah. Though Obadiah contains no date formula, on the basis of its allusion to the fall of Jerusalem, 586 BCE, it probably stems from the first half of the 6th century. Thus, its place in the sequence of minor prophets is not based on chronology. It seems that thematic considerations govern its placement following Amos. The subject of Obadiah, divine judgment against the Edomites, can be associated with Amos 9:12. The day of the Lord is a central idea for both books. Nothing is known about the prophet Obadiah. Oh yes, there is. Since the name itself means servant of the Lord, it could simply be an appellation. See Introduction to Malachi. I'm going to look up appellation. The act of naming a name, title, or designation. Okay. The book consists of poetic declamations against the Edomites, Israel's southeastern neighbor. Many biblical passages testify to the fraternity between these neighboring peoples as well as their enmity. There are oracles against Edom throughout the prophetic corpus. The strongest anti-Edomite invective stems from the time of the exile, when the Edomites bedded the Babylonian destruction of Jerusalem. Against the larger background of Edomite-Israelite hostility, Obadiah, similar to the above exilic writings, also focuses on Edom's complicity in the Babylonian conquest. Indeed, as indicated in the notes to the book in the Oxford Annotated Edition, Obadiah's words of judgment bear striking similarities to this large corpus of prophetic oracles against Edom. In a book of only 21 verses, it is difficult and perhaps unnecessary to isolate subsections. There is a slight shift in subject matter from verses 1 through 18, judgment directed against Edom, to 19 through 21, the vindication of Israel, which includes reparation of its exiles and expansion into territories it had gradually lost to neighbors since the 8th century. Obadiah 1, Introduction, the divine judgment against Edom. The vision of Obadiah: Thus says the Lord God concerning Edom, we have heard a report from the Lord, and a messenger has been sent among the nations. Rise up, let us rise against it for battle. I will surely make you least among the nations. You shall be utterly despised. Your proud heart has deceived you, you that live in the clefts of the rock, whose dwelling is in the heights. You said in your heart, who will bring me down to the ground? Though you soar aloft like the eagle, though your nest is set among the stars, from there I will bring you down, says the Lord. A taunt against Edom. If thieves came to you, if plunderers by night, how you have been destroyed, would they not steal only what they wanted. If grape gatherers came to you, would they not leave gleanings? How Esau has been pillaged, his treasures searched out. All your allies have deceived you. They have driven you to the border. Your confederates have prevailed against you. Those who ate your bread have set a trap for you. There is no understanding of it. Doomsday for Edom. On that day, says the Lord, I will destroy the wise out of Edom and understanding out of Mount Esau. Your warriors shall be shattered, O Teman, so that everyone from Mount Esau will be cut off for the slaughter and violence done to your brother Jacob. Shame shall cover you, and you shall be cut off forever. On the day that you stood aside, on the day that strangers carried off his wealth, and foreigners entered his gates and cast lots for Jerusalem, you too were like one of them. An eightfold indictment of Edom. But you should not have gloated over your brother on the day of his misfortune. You should not have rejoiced over the people of Judah on the day of their ruin. You should not have boasted on the day of distress. You should not have entered the gate of my people on the day of their calamity. You should not have joined in the gloating over Judah's disaster on the day of his calamity. You should not have looted his goods on the day of his calamity. You should not have stood at the crossings to cut off his fugitives. You should not have handed over his survivors on the day of distress. The day of the Lord. For the day of the Lord is near against all the nations. As you have done, it shall be done to you. Your deed shall return on your own head, for as you have drunk on my holy mountain, all the nations around you shall drink. They shall drink and gulp down, and shall be as though they had never been. But on Mount Zion there shall be those that escape, and it shall be holy. And the house of Jacob shall take possession of those who dispossess them. The house of Jacob shall be a fire, the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau stubble. They shall burn them and consume them, and there shall be no survivor on the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken. Israel's vindication. Those of the Negev shall possess Mount Esau, and those of the Shephelah, the land of the Philistines. They shall possess the land of Ephraim and the land of Samaria, and Benjamin shall possess Gilead. The exiles of the Israelites who are in Halah shall possess Phoenicia as far as Zarephath, and the exiles of Jerusalem who are in Sepharad shall possess the towns of the Negev. Those who have been saved shall go up to Mount Zion to rule Mount Esau, and the kingdoms shall be the Lord's. The kingdom shall be the Lord's. Well, that is exciting. I can't wait till that happens. Can't wait till that happens. And let's see. NRSV.